Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm bringing you another fragrance review. And as you can tell from the title, this one comes from our very own Mr. Smelly. This is Gravitas pour Homme. And in honor of Mr. Smelly and his new fragrance launch came out back in 2020, I decided, you know what, he always does his reviews in a suit, looks real dapper, so that's what I'm going to do while reviewing his. So this is going to be it. I'm excited for it. I think it was a couple videos ago, I'm not 100% sure which one it was, but I said that this could be signature scent. This could be my signature scent. And man, let's just kind of stay tuned and see what happens. So let's go ahead, get into this. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead, hit that red subscribe button. That really helps me out. Like the video if you do, and if you don't, give it a thumbs down. I just want that honest feedback. So let's go ahead and get into this. Man, oh man, oh man, is this stuff spectacular. It's phenomenal, it's fabulous, it's sophistication, class, gentlemanly. I can go on and on and on about this. This stuff is absolute gold. So let's go ahead, start with the box presentation. So mine did get a little bit mixed up or messed up with the shipping. Unfortunately, accidents happen, you know, no grudges hold or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get into this box presentation. So as you can see here, this is Gravitas pour Homme. This is their kind of logo right here from Notting and Wilson. It's got this real nice embroidered just gold emblem right there. This is 100 ml, and this is an extrait de parfum. This stuff is super strong and it lasts all day. On the side, you got Gravitas pour Homme. On the top, you have, it's where it got kind of mixed up in the shipping. And then right here, you have their logo. On the back, just a little bit about the company. So, all right, guys, that is the box presentation for Gravitas pour Homme. And then now, the moment we've all been waiting for, look at this bottle. This stuff, man, if this doesn't say class, sophistication, gentleman, elegant, dapper, anything that you can think of that screams out sophistication goes into this bottle. I love, love, love this bottle. The nice square, just heavy glass bottle. Kind of resembles the Chanel bottles a little bit, but I like this a lot better. And it's got their little emblem right here. This is a gold little plaque embroidered Gravitas pour Homme with the Notting and Wilson logo right there. Take the cap off. Cap has a little bit of a weight to it. Not a lot, but there is a little bit of a weight to it. And it's got their emblem right here. And what's really cool, if you look right here, I don't know if you can see it, this says Notting and this says Wilson right there. So really, really love that touch about it. So this bottle has a good weight to it, not gonna lie. This weighs, I mean, at least a good half a pound to a pound. It feels like, maybe even slightly more. I don't know. I'm not a good judge of weight measurement without having a scale, but this does have a really nice weight behind it, and it is just phenomenal. So let's go ahead, give it a spray. Man, this stuff, guys, I'm super excited to have this in my collection. I have been waiting for this for a while. Let's go ahead and give it a spray. As you can see, beautiful pressurized atomizer. Oh my gosh, why is this so good? Man, Dan, you have outdone yourself on this. This stuff is a classic barbershop fougere type fragrance with a modern twist. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so I'm gonna have some of the notes. I'm gonna have the notes listed right up here for you guys to check out. I'll leave those up there for a second for you. But some of the notes listed are gonna be bergamot, patchouli, coriander, mandarin. What else was on there? Lavender for sure. And right when you first get this, you're gonna get just a bright, huge blast, at least to my nose, of that mandarin and lavender just intermixing with each other and doing phenomenal things. Now, this does, as this dries down, this does get a little bit creamy, along with that lavender is just kind of going to be predominant throughout the whole life of the fragrance. But as it dries down, it gets more and more creamy and more sweet. And I think it's either probably the patchouli in there mixing with that mandarin, or it's the mandarin itself in there. But it does get really sweet and kind of powdery creamy at the end. But man, this stuff is fantastic. This does, like I said, resemble a barbershop fougere type fragrance in the beginning and kind of through the mid. But by the dry down, at least to me, it doesn't really resemble a barbershop fougere fragrance anymore. It's got just a creamy lavender, sweet, almost like in the base note, if I'm not mistaken, there was pepper. There is a little bit of a pepper note that I get in the dry down, at least on my skin. It does have a bit of a spice to it, and it just does wonders. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. If you guys haven't smelled this yet, if you haven't got your nose on it, you guys need to. This stuff is absolutely stunner. So this does retail, after shipping, I paid, it was $135. So I did buy this with my own money. This was on my radar for quite a while. I know that Dan, you know, he did send it to quite a few reviewers in the beginning to kind of get the launch rolling, and they had nothing but good things to say. And guys, this is me spending my own money on it, so I have nothing to gain from this. This stuff is absolutely killer. Now, what's really cool about this is a great all year round type fragrance, but I think where this would really shine is in the spring and in the fall. But more specifically, in that spring months, this is really going to do its magic. I think this, if you're religious, if you go to church, I think this, if this isn't your Easter Sunday signature scent, I don't know what you're doing. This stuff, it reminds me of Easter. It reminds me of the spring, of the flowers blooming, of the air kind of starting to warm up. It has just that cool tint of last minute winter, you know, cool breeze kind of rolling in. But you get the floral notes in the air. You get all these just beautiful feelings in the spring. This is what that resembles to me. You get that great lavender barbershop creamy vibe, but then in the background and then kind of in the dry down, I get that mandarin. And man, it just reminds me of spring. It reminds me of Easter. I don't know what it is about it, but there's a class, a sophistication to it, and I just absolutely love it. So on Easter, Passover, around those times during the spring, definitely going to be wearing this stuff. Now, this doesn't have to be that spring fall type of fragrance. It can be worn all year round. I did wear this the other day to work, and it was like 38 degrees, 40 degrees, somewhere in there. And guys, I could not keep the compliments from coming. I kid you not, I'm trying to think, I had at least 12 compliments. This has been my most complimented fragrance ever in one day. I've never, received more compliments off one fragrance in one day than I have this. I went to work, and I kid you not, my boss, my manager, I should say, I walked past my manager, and she goes, "Tyler, what are you wearing?" And I thought I was in trouble, because, this does, project a little bit, which I'll get into in a second. I was like, oh crap, man, I put too much on. I went with 4 sprays, and this is the extrait de parfum, so I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's so light. I just, wanted to try it. But anyways, walked past her, and she goes, "Tyler, what are you wearing?" I was like, oh man. Well, it's a new clone I got, and it's called Gravitas, and it's amazing. So I'm sorry if I sprayed too much. And she goes, "No, this is absolutely the best smell I've ever smelled in my life." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yes." "How much was that? I need to get that for my husband." I said, "Well, this does retail for about $130, $135 after shipping." And she goes, "Well, I'm going to save my pennies, and I'm getting this for my husband, and you are no longer allowed to wear this because it smells that good, and I want to be around you." I was like, "Oh, okay, duly noted. So that was probably one of the coolest compliments I got. And then I had a couple of ladies, they were in their mid 30s, probably 40s, come in and they said, wow, you smell fantastic. You smell, and I quote, delicious. What is that? And so just compliments after compliments after compliments. This stuff works off my skin. It pushes out, and I kind of go anosmic to it, not gonna lie. After like the first probably 20-30 minutes, I really do go anosmic to it, but it is still pushing. I was getting at least 12 to 14 hours easy off this. I came home from work. I went to work at 11, clocked off at 8, came home, made dinner, sat down with my wife. It was probably 9:40, so she said she could still smell me. When we went to bed, I went to bed around, I don't know, midnight or so. I could still smell it. Woke up the next morning at like 7:30, somewhere in there. I could still smell it. So it's well into that 16-hour mark. Probably could have gone more, but I did shower and got ready for the day. So if you guys are looking for the compliment factor, it's definitely there. If you're looking for the longevity and projection, it is definitely there. I would say maybe go a little bit easy. I didn't know how much it would project, so that was kind of a test run. But it projected really well. It didn't get any kind of negative reviews, but it was definitely very noticeable. So if you're in kind of a close space, close quarters, maybe do like 2-3 sprays somewhere in that range, and you should be fine. Now, this stuff, like I said, it's classy, it's sophisticated, it's elegant, but I do think there is room just to wear it if you're running some errands or something like that. If you just absolutely had to and you wanted to smell great and you just love this, you could wear it. I do think it would be a little bit misplaced. I don't see it having just that casual type of vibe to it, but nonetheless, you definitely could. But this definitely is going to be a stellar and killer date night fragrance, formal dinner, formal any kind of attire, things of that. That's whenever this really kind of stands out. So yeah, guys, that is kind of my review on it. I don't think I have any last minute thoughts. Yeah, no, that's going to kind of do it. Now, I will say this too. I did reach out to Dan through Facebook, tell him what a great job he did. Haven't received anything back from him. Don't hold any grudges towards that. So if you guys are wanting information or wanting to maybe get a sample or something like that, I also did reach out to him with no response. He's a busy guy. He does a lot of YouTube videos, and he's got this going for him. So wouldn't expect any kind of fast response. Like I said, no hard feelings on that. But yeah, that's gonna kind of do it for me, guys. So this stuff, I got to. Man, this stuff, guys, I think this is going to be my signature scent. I don't know, I can't say 100%, but this is definitely in the runnings. This just doesn't get any better. I love this stuff, man. Dan, if you see this, you've done a fantastic job. Phenomenal fragrance, and super blessed and excited to have it in my fragrance collection, and look forward to more products from you. Hopefully there's more in the future. I don't know, but if there is, man, definitely will be reaching out and picking up another bottle, and I'm probably going to buy another bottle of this because I'm going to go through this very quickly in the springtime. I can already tell. So all right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you've smelled this. If you haven't, and you want to get your nose on it, maybe I can start doing some decanting. Kind of coming into a spot now where I'm thinking I might start doing that. But if you have this and you love it, comment down below, some compliments you've gotten off of it or times that you've wore it and it just worked for you. But that's going to do it for this video. All right, guys, remember, if you love it, wear it.